You're right, so you know football shirts, yeah? They get more and more expensive as the years go on. Also, another expanding business is the amount of tat that you can attach to your shirt. You know what I mean, the multiple different cups and leagues and all of that other rubbish you can whack on your sleeve. But one of them, it's not tat, and that's what we're going to be talking about today in the video. If you're new to this channel and you enjoyed this content and you think I've got some kind of point, please hit subscribe. I did quite a bit of research into this video, and if you like random man yells at stuff content, I'm here for you, man. So let me tell you a story. I'm a Chelsea fan and I always have been since the age of 11 or 12. Before that point, my stepdad really tried to get me into Manchester United and he even bought me a Ronaldo shirt, but still just didn't gel with me. Chelsea will forever be my team, but as the years have gone on and I've got older, I've become less and less interested in the shirts. One of those reasons is there's a new shirt every year with very small or fine details. And sometimes with the Chelsea shirts, they've been quite out there in recent years, which I haven't really enjoyed that much. And let's be honest, they've also got very expensive. I'd need to max out my Klarna just to get one home shirt these days. But then Nike released this absolute banger. Mwah, chef's kiss. I know they went back to the old badge and I know that's easy nostalgia, but I love it. Proper nice. So obviously I got myself over to the Chelsea website and bam, they're selling out fast. Medium, that's my size, obviously. I like them snoog. So there we go, we get my size, we go into this option. Do I want a player? No, I don't, because I'm an adult. I'm joking, okay, I know lots of people like names on shirts these days. So there we go, we can pick out the badges. There's the Premier League player badge and we can whack a little lion on our arm. That sounds pretty good, yeah? Oh, and look at that, Club World Cup winners badge. Don't mind if I do, let's grab that. 92.99, all right, they want £6 for it, fair enough. But wait a second, Premier League player and no room for racism? Oh, well, if I'm going to get the Premier League player one, then I might as well get the no room for racism on there. It's a good cause. So $19.99, obviously going to be the same price, isn't it? $96.99? For basically a charity? Wait a sec, it's £6 for the racism badge? You know, the one that was created to spread awareness and help people? So what do you do with a campaign like this? So I don't know, maybe try get it seen as much as possible. So I also wanted to see if it was the Chelsea website or whether other teams were cashing in too. That's when I noticed it was something to do with Kitbag. Alright, so now I've popped over to Kitbag and I'm on the Arsenal side of things. So I'll click on the new Arsenal third shirt, pretty nice shirt, like it. We'll whack a size in there, customize. Same kind of design here, which shows that it's like made through Kitbag on the Chelsea website too. So here, we can obviously pick the player's name, no badge, or Premier League player and no room for racism badge, or the Premier League player badge. So obviously, if we go to the Premier League player badge, there we go, the £6, the £7 is added on. Wait, what? Okay, now it's £7 for the Arsenal shirt. Why is it £1 more for the Arsenal shirt? And then we've got the Premier League player and the no room for racism. How much? 96. So on this website, they're selling the no room for racism for £5, but on the Chelsea website, they're doing it for £6. But then the Premier League player badge is also a different price. I thought there was like a set price for these things. Let's try another team. Okay, here's the new Sunderland kit. Nice kit too. There's lots of nice kits this year. So customize, yep, okay, we still have the same option. So it's £60 to buy brand new with no patches on. Premier League player patch. Okay, so they're charging £7 for the Premier League badge. Now for the no room for racism, 72. So that's £5. So for some reason on the Chelsea website they're charging a different price and I don't know why. Okay, let's just go back to Chelsea but now on the Kitbag website and see if it changes. Okay, let's go with the same shirt to see if it's the same. So yep, do that, customize. So as you can see on both websites, exactly the same template. This is the Chelsea website. This is the Kitbag website. So exactly the same template the way you check out. $96.99 on here. How much is it for the Premier League player? Okay, it's $19.99. So I can already tell it's going to be cheaper on Kitbag because the shirt is cheaper. So Premier League player, £85. Okay, so yeah, it's like a £5 difference already, damn. And then Premier League player, no room for racism. Yep, they add £5 on the Kitbag website. But on the Chelsea website, they add £6. This is very strange. I don't know why there isn't a set price for this. It just seems like they're all charging whatever they want. It makes me feel like I'm in Crazy Town with this stuff. So the population of Crazy Town is me and everybody else who's still spending like 115 quid on these shirts that'll be outdated by Tuesday. So where does my money go? Alright, so we live in this world where we're charging for racism patches. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. So if you're selling patches for 5 or 6 quid, what is the right thing to do from there? We should really be donating the money, or at least donating the profits to the cause. But I could only find evidence of one team that actually does this, and that is Liverpool. I did see that for every No Room for Racism patch they sell, they donate £1. But not to the No Room for Racism cause, it's for the Liverpool Foundation, which is still another great cause. But when people buy these patches, maybe they're thinking their money is going somewhere else, not to here. But you know what I mean? It's sure the hell of a lot better than what other teams are doing. Liverpool still have a weird thing going on their site. Let me show you. Okay, we're having a third shirt night. So I'm over here on the Liverpool website now. Here is Liverpool's new third shirt. Very nice, like it a lot. XL, let's go personalize this item. And as you can see here now, it gives you an example, like it shows you how the shirt is going to look. And as you can see here, the Premier League badge, there we go, is on the sleeve of the shirt. Okay, fair enough. There's no Room for Racism badge on there too. Maybe they just don't offer it, because if you look in the section here, Champions League, Premier League champions, gold name number, LFC name number, the women's numbers, and we've also got Pride. So, fair enough, we've got all of these different things. It doesn't list No Room for Racism there. Okay, fair enough, maybe they don't do it. Although, let's have a look over here. Premier League champions. Bam, and there we have it. They do the badges, and as you can see, the price difference 93 to 103. Okay, maybe it's saying you're paying £10 for the No Room for Racism on the Liverpool site. No, because on the front of the shirt, let me show you, they've got this little Premier League trophy. Obviously, that's where some of the money goes to. Okay, maybe you can say both of them are a £5 each, okay, to get both of them put on. But they're still kind of selling it, because if you get the normal badge, doesn't have it on there, does it? Why? Why? At least have that option if you've got some kind of customization. How difficult could that be? You know what I mean? Also here with the Premier League Champions Gold Trophy print, where you can get the winners on the back, well, champions on the back. There you go. There it is again. So they want you to pay that extra money to get the No Room for Racism badge. Leaves a sour taste in your mouth, doesn't it? It's very weird, this patch. They treat it like gold dust or something. It's actually kind of weird. It's like they're dealing patches from under the counter, like, psst. You want to buy some equality? There is nowhere on the page or anywhere in the terms and conditions here that actually stipulates where the money goes. So can you name a company more greedy than the Premier League? Yes, I can. Football fans and gamers, come on, we can unite on this. Let's say it. What is the greediest, scummiest company in the world? EA. Yes, we can all hate on EA because they introduced gambling to the younger generation. But why am I talking about FIFA in these circumstances? Because they created No Room for Racism items in the game. You can deck your team, players, and stadium out with the No Room for Racism branding. And we have to give EA some credit here. They gave it away to people for free. £0. Nada. That's unheard of with this company, especially the relentless way that they conduct their in-game marketplace. And for all you naysayers out there being like, well, of course they could do it for free, there's no actual physical product. Some artists still designed it and some developer made it work in-game. That's still man hours and effort. And guess what? They didn't charge for it because it's meant to be in people's faces. So where would the No Room for Racism funding go? So now that I have you through the door, I could tell you about the good things that they could do with the money. So on the website, it says that No Room for Racism actually works hard with the Premier League to add more diversity to its hiring process. And it actually gives more people from all walks of life the opportunity to work in the beautiful game. Executive roles, coaching roles, even for players. They have standards for how each Premier League should operate and the ways and types of staff that they hire. And obviously they support communities and they try to raise awareness. My closing thoughts. So I think the Premier League makes more than enough money to fund the No Room for Racism initiative. In my opinion, I think they should force these teams in Kitbag's hands and just make them offer the patch for free. For me, and I'm sure for you too, it just leaves like a sour taste in my mouth that they would charge for something like this. Which, coincidentally, is the feeling that I get when I see next season's kit prices. I just feel like it needs to be clear where the money is going if they're gonna sell it. When you look into it, it's more than just a patch. It's a promise to make things better for minorities in our beautiful game, and it's a great thing. But to the outsider like Barry from down the pub, you all know a Barry. Barry still thinks VAR is a brand of cider. That's my rant. The patch means a lot more than you actually think when you look into what they do and what they plan. And for the people who actually do buy the patch on their shirt, I feel like a lot of them will probably think their money is going somewhere good. But it's not. But yeah, that's my rant out of the way. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm hoping this gets a decent amount of views so we can at least get the ball rolling on this. That wasn't a pun, that was just by accident. Then hopefully the Premier League and Kitbag can work on this to make it free, you know, to raise awareness, or they decide to charge for it and be more transparent with where the money goes. Allegedly, right now it's going into someone else's pocket. Whose is it? Anyway, I'm hoping we can make some kind of difference. I've been Cal, and this is CalWRLD. Bye.
CalWRLD, baby, next fit crazy. Don't be lazy, nah. Now it's time to